All right, we are at a drag strip day in the RS3, and we are in a hat race, bracket racing with a breakout of 10.6. On the street, the best I've been able to run so far is like a higher to mid 10.7. So this is going to be our first pass on a prep surface, and we're going to see what it does. I also want to compare the data of the draggy to what the actual strip has. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to see. So like I was saying, I'm at Great Lakes Dragway, and we are in the Stage 2 E85 RS3, and this is going to be just kind of a test hit, a practice hit, and we want to see how it does. So here we go. All right. I'm going to let the Supra, I think, make its pass. All right, so according to the draggy there, we just ran a 10.69. I think that's going to be pretty close to what the booth says there, but let's check it out. This is a 10.6 bracket, so if this car can replicate that all day long, oh baby, we are in good shape. I think it's only got to do 4 or 5 passes, a little bit of wheel spin. We'll see what the 60 foot is, but god dang, that thing was moving out. And it felt pretty good. Not a lot of drama. It hooked way better than it ever had on the street. And yeah, well, let's see where we're at with that one. Thank you. 10.629 at 130. All right, we got round 1 happening right now. It's a 24 car bracket, so we got 12 lineups. I'm against that Supra back there, and we're gonna see how it does. He's worried about launching too hard, so I'll probably have him off the launch. It's going to be a matter of if he can top end me or not. So running at 10.62, I'm already dangerously close to breaking out. So it's going to be interesting here to see if we can stay in the bracket that we're trying to stay in. I mean, if we break out, that's not even bad. I won't even be upset about it because it's pretty cool that I ran a 10.5 something, but we'll see.
Mike, where you going?
The Supra. All right, we're about to pull up to the line here and see what it do. Let's go. That is a round 1 win with some spinning. Nobody will know what it ran until we get back to the booth right now. So let's see. That was pretty good, but wow, this thing top ends so hard on the E85. Feels good. I think that was probably slower than my first run because I feel like we were decently heat soaked there. But I don't know. Let's see. Man, this is a thrill. I know this isn't a car for drag racing. I swear I did a ton of mountain driving in Tennessee. I guess this is a car for drag racing, right? Anything can be if you try hard enough, but it's crazy that this is just a essentially a bolt-on car. Stock turbo, stock bottom end, stock trans, stock clutches. Like, I have a full interior in here, and like, oh, super happy with this car right now. We'll see how I feel about that as the day goes on, but that was pretty good. Let's see what we ran. Oh, I could have broke out for all I know. I didn't even think about that. Oh, let's hope that I didn't. Thank you. All right, perfect. 10.71. Oh, wow, it was a lot slower. Interesting, I wonder why. 10.71 at 127. It lost a lot from my first pass out there. It's interesting launching it. It's definitely not launching as well as it could be. I'm not sure if that's due to the, I mean, let's be honest, it's due to the tire, but let's park her off, cool her down for a little bit, and we'll be back out there again. All right, we are at it again, and this time we are racing this Fairmont. We have no idea what's done to it. All I know is it is running 10.6s, so it's gonna be a really good, interesting race here. Listen to this thing. That's gonna be a good one. Let's see what it does. Well, here goes nothing. Round 2, 12 cars remaining. That thing's 10.62. It's like identical. I gotta either hope he red lights or breaks out. So if he didn't break out, he's got me. Which I don't think he did break out, because according to Draggy, that was like a 10.8. So I think she's done. Let's see. Man, it is getting heat soaked on this. Thank you. He ran 10.601.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't even feel bad about it. That's impossible.
Yep. Holy wow. That guy ran a 10.601. Literally, wow. I ran a 10.74, but clearly that wasn't, he's gonna take it if he can keep repeating that. That is nuts. Oh well, it is what it is. At least now I don't have to feel bad continually beating on my car, but that was a pretty good, pretty repeatable conditions there. So like, we both, I treat him a little. Oh, that was, mile-an-hour higher too. Yeah, that's all I got, man. Oh my God. It is what it is. Good race, but not good enough. Oh well, let's go chill and watch some racing. All right, so we are done racing. The best pass of the day was a 10.62 at just about 131 miles per hour. For all of the races in the hat race, it was lose a mile an hour and it lost about a tenth. I was running like 10.7s at about 127 miles per hour, and I think that's just victim of being heat soaked, waiting in the staging lanes and everything like that. All being said and done though, I am insanely happy with this car and how it performed. This car is full weight on street tires. It's on Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires on the BC forged wheels. I had them aired down to about 28 PSI. And like, dude, it's crazy. We were able to drive to the track, the car in comfort mode, AC on, everything like that, click off a 10.6, 10.7, be highly competitive, you know, running 130 miles an hour, and then just drive the car back home. Didn't have to pull the rear seats, didn't have to pull any of the trunk lining, none of that. No switching to a radial. Like, my 60 foot was about 1.6 most of the time, so not great. Not the worst either though. The car was hooking, I was chirping a little bit, kind of spinning it through first and maybe chirping a little bit right as it would shift into second. But again, nothing crazy. Like, I am blown away by how good this car just did. I couldn't be happier with it. And I was joking with some of the people there that once you're kind of at this level that it's at now, you run into the law of diminishing returns, right? Like, if I wanted to make this car faster, sure, I could gut it a little bit and run a radial, but then you got to run a Haldex controller, and then you've got to worry about breaking the front bevel box or damaging your transmission or your diff or something like that. Or you could do a bigger turbo, but then you got to worry about building the motor. So it's like you're looking at spending like $10,000 to shave off another half a second or something like that. I'll probably go back later this year with more gutted interior. The whole reason I didn't want to take more stuff out of the car now is because I think I would have broke out of the class. When I lost to somebody that ran 10.601. The class stopped at 10.6000. This guy was, what is it, 1/10 of a thousand, 1,000 from breaking out. And then after he beat me the next round, he went ahead and he lost. He ran like a 10.532. So he did end up breaking out. I was joking with everybody there that if he would have won, I would have been happy because I could have been that guy that brags, oh, you know, I lost to the winner, ha ha ha. Well, he broke out. What ultimately ended up winning was a M5 with the all-wheel drive. It was him versus a Gen 2 CTSV with a manual. So I was really hoping on that to win, but I knew the odds were against him. The funny thing is with that BMW, he was sandbagging. I think that was like a 10.2 or a 10.1 car, so he was letting out. It is what it is, right? Like, it was only $50 for me to buy in, but it had a payout of $2,400 and 15 gallons of race E85. So like, yeah, it would have been cool to win. I'm not mad that I didn't. Nothing big lost. It was really, really fun to be able to get some drag race runs in this. And another thing interesting that I ran into is that Draggy is showing slower on all of my runs. So I was using Draggy on my runs, and my Draggy was always about a 1/10 slower. What was interesting was the mile an hour was typically correct, but the time was about a 1/10 slower most of the time. So it is the older Draggy unit. Not entirely sure what's up with that there. Not mad about it. I know those things aren't dead nuts accurate, so it is what it is. All in all, I got about 80 miles to drive home here. Got the AC on. It's about 80 degrees outside. DA was not horrible. It was around 2,000 most of the day. So this is probably one of the best track days that I've had in a while as far as like temperature and DA and things like that go. But very, very pleased. Had a great outcome. Spent some time with some friends. Got to, you know, test the car a little bit. And it's insane. We live in this age where you've got these like X3Ms running 10.1s with stock turbo. You've got, you know, these RS3s out here running 10.6s, 10.7s, stock turbo, and like, they're great street cars. So I'm very happy to own this car and to experience it because it's fun. And you know, E85 is cheap right now, a lot cheaper than 93 octane. So we'll probably run E85 through the warm weather, and then we'll switch back over when the weather goes cold again. That's gonna wrap it up for this one. I know it was probably not a full-length video. Didn't really do an intro or anything like that. Maybe I'll record one in the back and go back and add it to the front. I don't know. Just wanted to close this one out. Thank you for joining me on this drag strip day. I'm officially in the 10s, and we are going deeper and deeper into it. I'll catch you guys in the next one.